Good evening and welcome everyone to the 2019 Pedro Menendez High School graduation ceremony. This ceremony represents the culmination of years of hard work on the part of our graduates and their families. Please give this occasion the respect it deserves by remaining in your seats during the ceremony. We ask that you silence all electronic devices for the entire ceremony. Finally, at the conclusion of the ceremony, please do not leave your seats until the graduates have completely recessed from their area to the sides. And again, they're going to come down in just a few seconds when I give the thumbs up. They're going to come through here and down, so keep an eye out for them. Please stand and welcome the Pedro Menendez High School class of 2019. Please remain standing. At this time, I invite the senior performers to the stage. I'll get you. Come over on this side. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the St. Johns County Sheriff's Office Honor Guard as they present the colors and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance and our national anthem. Tonight, Senior Lawrence Gosling will lead us in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance, and the Falcon Regiment Band, under the direction of Mr. Scott Burville, will perform the national anthem.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated. Hey, let's have another round of applause for the St. Johns County Sheriff's Office Honor Guard and our student performers. At this time, I would like to introduce our distinguished guests, Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Tim Forson, Deputy Superintendent for Operations, Ms. Kathy Middlestadt, School Board Member, Mr. Patrick Canan, School Board Member, and I have to say, inaugural Principal of Pedro Menendez High School, Mr. Bill Mignon. And representing representing Pedro Menendez High School, and on stage, Ms. Kristen Bozeman, Mr. David Simpkins, have to say Assistant Principal of the Year for the entire county, Career Academy Program Specialist, Ms. Kristen Danner, our Athletic Director, Coach Patrick Turner, our Registrar, Ms. Kim Lippo, School Counselor, Ms. Megan Crawshaw, School Counselor, Ms. Meredith Maziak, our Department Chair, School Counselor, Ms. Stephanie Toffaletti, Dean of Students and Senior Class Sponsor, Ms. Yanetta Arnold, Dean of Students, Mr. Chris Cofield, our Maintenance Coordinator, Mr. Jody Ashton, our retirees, and this list will hurt me, our retirees, Ms. Scarlett Carter, Ms. Pat Giuliani, Mr. Steve Melnick, Ms. Lisa Nix, Ms. Melinda Ponce, Ms. Cheryl Schonder, Ms. Patty Traynor, and Ms. Grace Wyman, and Ms. Teresa Cleary. All right, that will hurt me. Does anybody need a job? So call us. And on the floor, we have IB Program Coordinator, Mr. Jonathan Higgins. Teacher of the Year for the entire county, and a man I wish I had a voice like, Mr. Danny Erb. Our Rookie Teacher of the Year, Ms. Brooke Radiker. Our Avid Coordinator, Ms. Missy Burville. Our Testing Coordinator, Dr. Heidi Fitzgerald. And the two individuals that are junior marshals, and they will be running the show tonight, Jade Hicks and Angela Ramsey. At this time, I would like to please, and again, a huge round of applause for Mr. Bill Mignon, our school board representative for our area and the man who opened Pedro Menendez High School and developed all this great here. I'd like to invite him to the stage, Mr. Bill Mignon.
Thank you very much. It's really a great honor for me to be here this evening. First, I'd like to congratulate the class of 2019. Let's hear a big round of applause for them. Today we celebrate your graduation from Pedro Menendez High School. Many people in attendance today helped you achieve this significant accomplishment. First, to the parents and family members, we thank you for providing these students with roots and wings. The roots of nurturing guidance and love provide them security to face the unknown. Wings provide confidence as they leave home and encounter the next steps in life. Parents and family members, please stand to be recognized. Parents and family members, please stand. Seniors, I'd like you to stand, face the audience, and applaud your parents for all that they have done for you. Thank you. The Pedro Menendez faculty and staff have been influential in your success. Faculty and staff, please stand and allow us to recognize your contributions to the class of 2019. That includes those on stage. Give him a round of applause. I ask that we honor the military personnel and veterans in the audience. I'd like all military personnel and veterans in the audience to stand. I saw some of you giving the hand salute, so I know you're out there. Veterans, please stand. Military personnel. We thank you for your past, present, and future service to our country. I ask now for the following seniors to stand and remain standing as I call your names. These students will be entering the military service upon graduation. First one is Jace Burchell. Jace, stand. Robin Iglesias, please stand. Remain standing. Evan Scott. And Seth Williams. These four seniors are all going into the Marine Corps. Hoorah! Remain standing, please. The next person we have is Lee Johnson, U.S. Navy. Lee. Lee, I worked on your first name all day today, but that's all right. Lee Johnson, congratulations. Navy Reserves, Laurence Gosselin. Laurence, where are you? There she is. Air Force, Ricky Sebring. Last but not least, Army, Kevin Pelletier. Thank you very much. I'm very proud of each and every one of you. It's quite an effort to become a member of the military. You'll face many interesting tasks in the future, but we're so happy that you are going to protect us and help defend our way of life. Thank you very much. I am grateful to be with you this evening at your graduation ceremony. I have attended a number of programs over the past few weeks, such as Character Counts, Star Recognition, Volunteer Awards, Take Stock in Children, and in each of these programs, the importance of mentors is highly stressed. During the next few minutes, I'd like to share with you the importance of mentors in your life. As someone once said, a mentor may be with you for a reason, a season, or for a lifetime. Allowing another person to mentor you means you must be willing to reach out, ask for help, and then listen to the advice that may be given. All too frequently, we look to someone to agree with us, which doesn't help us become contemplative or stretch from our comfort zone. Let me begin by clarifying the difference between a coach and a mentor. A coach helps you develop your capacity and the skill by watching you and recommending changes you may make to be better at that skill. For example, a batting coach wants you to bat, watches you at bat, and identifies how you can modify your practice and become more skillful at batting. A literacy coach reads your essays, identifies where you need to add an adjective or an adverb or needed punctuation. A mentor is somewhat different. A mentor helps you discover your true potential by listening, spending time with you, and really becoming acquainted with you. A mentor invests in you. A mentor provides advice by knowing your strengths, your core values, and your potential. A mentor is a guide on the side. In my life, my mentors have known me better than I may know myself. When I was a senior at Catalinas High School on Orange Street, which is not far from here in St. Augustine, one of my best friends became my first memorable mentor. Now, at that time, we didn't know what a mentor was. I later found out in life what that was, but my best friend became a memorable mentor. You see, I didn't know whether to go to college or further my education after high school. My parents did not consider college as an option for me, nor did they consider any other option after high school. The reason for this is my father was raised in an orphanage in Canada, had the equivalent of a fourth grade education. My mother was raised in New York City. She was one of 5 children of a working class family. They became adults during our Great Depression and during World War II. Their big interest at that time was survival. They didn't think about furthering education. So they had no plans for me to go any further than high school. That was their goal for me. My friend was what we refer to now as an unaccompanied youth. He did not live with his parents. He lived in the country with his grandmother, a number of miles from St. Augustine in the Mill Creek area. He knew he wanted to make his life better, and he knew he wanted to get out of the situation he was in, go to college, and eventually become a doctor. He never told me who his mentor was. Like I said before, we didn't know what mentors were at that time. Through our friendship, he got to know me, and he recognized talent in me, and talent that I did not know I had. He helped me build my confidence by encouraging me to go to the University of Florida, which I did. He believed in me and told me so when I did not believe in myself. He was the first significant mentor I had in my life. As my mentor, his crucial concern was helping me navigate a huge challenge and recognize how a change in course might help me meet a goal I inspired to reach. Mentors have very high expectations and do not falter on helping you stretch to meet your potential. A mentor is able to pick you up when you suffer a setback, which we all do from time to time. Some of you may call a mentor your wingman. They are in your corner. They cheer you on and do not hesitate to tell you when you may be on the wrong track. I will continue in just one quick minute. Another good friend of mine provided mentorship to me when I was in college and drowning in debt and feeling like I couldn't continue to pursue my degree. He suggested I join the Advanced Army ROTC unit at the University of Florida, which would help me pay my tuition in exchange for my commitment to service to my country. The advice from that mentor, who has continued to be a lifelong friend, has guided me through my personal and professional decisions. During a period of time as I was considering various career options, it was he who said, "Bill, you're an educator, stick with it. Get your master's degree and make it your life's work. Follow your passion." I knew these people were providing me with advice to help shape my capacity. I depended on them to help me with what was best for me. I have served in the military and been an educator in various capacities for over 40 years. My mentors steered me in the right direction. All of you here tonight have lofty plans for your future. Many of you will go to college or vocational training. Some of you will enter military service, as we saw with these 8 students previously, while a few of you will immediately join the workforce. Even though your plans are unique and diverse, one thing all of you have in common is that you are leaving the familiar setting of Pedro Menendez High School, saying goodbye to treasured friends and separating from the security of your family to begin your adult journey to make dreams a reality. As you take on new responsibilities, look for people who can provide you with the guidance you need to reach your full capacity. Don't dismiss the power of engaging with a trusted person who can guide and help you in your journey. I've heard it said that one of the most difficult lessons in life is telling another person we need them to help us. By accepting the help of someone else, and you are giving them a chance to share their life with you and their life and abilities with you. It is the collective voice, wisdom, and action that enables us to face the challenges of life with grace. In closing, I remind you to celebrate each magical moment of your life with people who care deeply about you as an individual. Commencement is not an ending, but a beginning. Each one of you in the class of 2019 is well prepared to embark on an exciting journey. Thanks and best wishes to all of you. Let's hear it for the class of 2019.
Good job, Mr. Malone. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Mignon. Please welcome Superintendent of the Schools, Mr. Tim Forson.
Thank you, Dr. Carmichael, and again, congratulations to the class of 2019. Congratulations to the parents and family of the graduates, to the grandmothers, to the aunts and uncles, to the friends, to the cousins, for all of those that have been a part of your life during the time that you've been in school. Congratulations to all the teachers that have played a role in the success of your academic life. And it is obviously the commitment of these high school teachers have had a big impact on you. But I bet a lot of you can think of middle school teachers, elementary school teachers, maybe your kindergarten teacher that made a difference in who you were and asked you some questions that helped drive you into the future. You know, graduates, right now it's all about you, so enjoy it. It is all you. Tonight is all you, okay? Enjoy it because it won't last very long. You're about to start a new chapter in your life, and the benefit is that you get to start this chapter fresh. No boundaries, no limitations, okay? The only limitations you have are the limitations you've put on yourself because of your past experiences. So do me a favor and let those go. Let them go. You're going to achieve some great things. You're going to have some great obstacles along the way. But the only limit, as I said, is your past, so don't let that stand in the way of where you're going and what you're going to do. I don't really have a lot of advice and a lot of words that I'm going to share with you. I'm going to be fairly brief, but I'm going to base it on 3 questions, okay? And this is just to the graduates. This is to the graduates. 3 questions that I want you to reflect on. And it's hard right now because there's a lot of attention on you. But there are points in time when life is busy and when life is hard that you need to find your quiet place. My quiet place is on the beach when no one's around, early in the day or late in the day. I don't know what your quiet place is, but there are points and times where you have to look in that. And so what I want to ask, the first one is, who do I want to be? Who do you want to be? Not what do you want to be. When you were in kindergarten or you were in 2nd grade or 5th grade, a teacher said, well, Alexis, what do you want to be? Or John, what do you want to be? And usually that was reference to, I want to be a fireman, I want to be a nurse, I want to be a doctor. It's the what. But what is not what I'm asking you, the who you want to be. And the who is usually described by someone else who knows you. So think about that. It's not the job title, but the person. So when others describe you, what words would they use? For example, would they describe you as selfless or selfish? Would they describe you as humble or conceited? Would they describe you as a giver or as a taker? That's an important part of who you are and who you are becoming. So just let me lay that first question back on you. Who do you want to be as you move forward? The next question is, why do I do what I do? Why do I stand here as a superintendent? Why does Dr. Carmichael stand as your principal? Why did Mr. Mignon share what he shared? Because we love education. We love being around you. We love being around students. And we love what happens as you move forward and grow. But why do you do what you do? Decide whatever it is something that's going to give you joy. And it's not the same for everyone, obviously. Some of you are going into the military, some are going straight to work, and some are going into college paths that are going to take you farther and farther down the road. But when you talk about your daily life and what that is, think about you do what you do because there's some passion in your voice and there's some passion in your life. It's not always about the task you do in your job, but how would you even describe your responsibilities as tasks? What is it? When I get up in the morning and I do my job, I love it every day. Your teachers that are with you, they love what they do. They love interacting with you. They love teaching you. They love learning from you. It doesn't matter what that job is. My father was a rural mail carrier most of his adult life, but he loved the responsibilities of doing that and making sure people got their mail and making sure he checked on them each and every day when he went by and doing all the things that were right for them. So make sure that that's important to you, that you're doing whatever it is something that you can enjoy. And lastly, ask yourself, how do I make the world a better place? And say, yeah, that's a common question, right? How do you make your world, your small world, wherever it is, a better place? Not the big world, but my world, your world. You're 17, 18, 19 years old, and what's the impact you want to have on others? What part of this world do you want to touch? Some of you have worked already. You've been in athletic teams, you've been in performing arts, you've worked in different places, and in that you've learned from other people about humility, patience, kindness, service. When things get fast and out of control, retreat to find your quiet place and reflect and ask yourself those questions, because it's going to serve you well, right? 3 quick questions that you need to ask. Who do I want to be? Why do I do what I do? And how do I make the world around me a better place? Congratulations to the class of 2019. Great job.
Thank you, Mr. Forson, and thank you again, Mr. Mignon. Audience, please stand as the Falcon Regiment Band performs the Pedro Menendez High School alma mater, accompanied by 3rd and 4th year American Sign Language seniors. The lyrics are printed on the back of the program, so please join us with the song. Thank you, PMHS Falcon Regiment and ASL senior signers for a beautiful rendition of our song. Senior performers are now returning to their seat. You may be seated. At this time, we will hear from our honor graduates. Our first speaker tonight, and I'm going to do it in succession, Alana San Miguel, first in class, followed by Katie Ann Vickers, senior class president, and finally, Mr. and Miss Menendez, George Randolph, and Alexis Lee.
Good evening, friends, family, administrators, and fellow graduates. I would like to start by saying congratulations to the class of 2019. I am proudly standing here representing our class and am pleased to say what an honor it has been to get to know all of you over these 4 years. As we prepare to leave high school, I decided that what I wanted people to know is that it's okay to take chances and make mistakes, as cliche as that sounds. Teddy Roosevelt once said, "Far better is it to dare mighty things, to win glorious triumphs, even though checkered by failure, than to live in the great twilight that knows not victory nor defeat." Graduating means we're now on our own to decide what we want our lives to be. Our decisions are what shape who we'll become. The important thing about this time is that while many of us have experienced things that have shaped who we are, there's so many things that we don't even know are out there for us to try. We have to be bold enough to put ourselves out there. And that doesn't mean anything is guaranteed, but being determined and passionate are essential to growth. Growth doesn't come from only picking battles you can win, but from striving towards a goal in the face of obstacles. In order to conquer the world on our own, as we are all so eager to do, we have to deal with setbacks, but not accept them as limitations, but rather opportunities. Michael Jordan once said, "I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I've failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed." Success is measured by the richness of our experiences and how we learn from them, not from physical achievements. Failure is a motivator to try harder. From here on out, there is no hand-holding. Graduating means we're now responsible for our own lives. There's no way to plan around every single inconvenience or imperfect aspect to life. The way we respond to inconveniences and failures is how we can decide how successful we are. We may not realize it now, since most of us have been ready to leave high school for 4 years now, but it is the education we've gotten at Pedro that will allow us to conquer the real world. It wasn't learning about the Cold War or the Pythagorean theorem that will help us to be successful. It was things like the friendships we made there that taught us loyalty. Shout out to Wyatt Goins for wearing a shirt with some of the seniors' faces on it. It was being a part of a team or academy that taught us dedication. It was the patience teachers had that taught us it was okay to ask questions. The tools we got from small experiences like that have shaped us and given us confidence to move on towards our next steps in life. We're all running around trying to be something when we don't even know who we are. These tools will allow us to be bold enough to figure that out. And for that, I would like to give a thank you to our administration and teachers for all the time you've taken to get us where we are. I'd like to say thank you to all parents and friends for their unwavering support, even when we made it hard on you. But mostly, I'd like to say congratulations to all the graduates. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Katie Ann Vickers, and I have the honor and privilege of serving as the president of the class of 2019. On behalf of all the students, I want to say thank you to the supporters among us today, although this simple statement cannot express the gratitude that we feel. Each one of you has played a role in the earning of these caps and gowns, and we are here today because of your love. Thank you for meeting us with grace and patience when we least deserved it. 1,381 days ago, we began our journey at the best high school ever. I may be a little biased. As we walked through the doors, we were hoping that what the movies portrayed about a student's first day of high school wasn't real, especially the lunchroom. Back at the bottom we were to discover ourselves. And as I reflect this chapter of our lives, there are many significant events that have shaped our time together as the class of 2019. Throughout our 4 years of high school, we have endured 2 destructive hurricanes and other various tragedies within our state, country, and world. I'm sure that there were moments that made today seem like an untouchable dream, especially when our school almost burnt to the ground after someone overcooked their popcorn in the library. Not gonna name any names. But here we are, we made it. Thinking back to freshman year, we had a rough start. We lost at skits and continued our football losing streak against St. Augustine. But as the years progressed, we began to grow closer as the student body. Junior year, we finally placed higher than last in skits. In our football game against St. Augustine, we actually put up a fight. And this year, our senior year, we have conquered so much that never seemed possible before. We ended that 17-year losing streak against St. Augustine. And the judges finally deemed our acting skills good enough for first place. And that brings us to today. Conquering yet another challenge set before us. Each of these moments is special to us because the victories didn't come easily. As many people say, every great victory begins with an even greater challenge. Being a part of the class of 2019 has taught me that life is not always about being the best, but more so about striving to be a better version of yourself. We can all claim this as truth in this season of our lives. I am sure there is someone you wish you would have been closer to, or a club you feel like you should have been a part of. But instead of reflecting on the what-ifs, today is when we celebrate what we did, because life is about making the most of your circumstances and helping others to do the same along the way. Every single person sitting both in front and behind me today was made for a purpose, but sometimes things can get in the way of finding that purpose. Amid sorrow and brokenness, it is easy to let the days go and the opportunities to find purpose go with them. So I need you to hear me. Your lives mean more than the words that have held you back and the trials that have made you fall. I don't know much, but I do know one thing is true. Everything happens for a reason. The school that we go to, the people we surround ourselves with, and the circumstances that surround us all work together for a greater purpose of who we are becoming. There are many I wishes and I should haves, but today we can celebrate the fact that we made the most of every single moment through every circumstance throughout the past 4 years, and that is what got us here today. While we are all here, I want to thank you so much for making these 4 years the best years of my life thus far. Whether we were close or didn't know much about each other, your lives have each made a difference in mine. One of my favorite Bible verses that speaks real truth about this life that can seem so uncertain sometimes is Ephesians 3:7-8. And it says, I became a servant of the gospel by the gift of God's grace given me through the working of his power. Although I am less than the least of all the Lord's people, this grace was given me. No one is perfect, and each of our journeys will look very different. But regardless of what shapes our circle, each of our lives come full circle to fulfill our greater purpose. If you don't hear anything else tonight that I've said, I hope that you will hear this. Make the most of each moment and fulfill your purpose in this world, because no one else has the same heart as you do. No one else has the same abilities that you do. And no one else has the same calling that you do. So go and make a difference, because your life has a great significance in this world. Class of 2019, we did it. And like my brother Staten always says on the afternoon announcements, go Falcons.
Attention Falcons.
Here are today's graduation speeches. Graduation, a day that we think will never come. One word with such a significant meaning. The definition of graduation is the accomplishment of receiving an academic diploma. In this same instance, let us be defined by our hearts and the impact that we make on the people around us. Let us serve others with compassion and create a fire within us for our community. 4 short years of our lives that feel like forever shape us, make us, and sometimes break us. We discover so much of what life is as we grow into adulthood. We learn so much about the world around us. In this growing period of our lives, we have every opportunity to become whoever we want to be. Have you ever noticed that a garden can't grow without both rain and sunshine? This same concept applies to our lives in these years. We fail and accomplish many things. Without these elements, we wouldn't be standing here today. In all of our failures, we hold tightly to what we have overcome and the promises of our future. We become doers of our dreams and creators in every moment, taking one step closer to making a difference in the lives of the people who surround us. Take heart in knowing that each and every one of us here today can be the light to making our world a better place. Matthew 5:16 says, in the same way, let your light shine before others so that they may see your good deeds and glorify our Father in heaven. This Bible verse helps us to understand the steadfast love that God has for us, so ultimately we are able to give this back to others. Pedro Menendez graduating class of 2019 has been just a glimpse of the students that you will see making a difference in our world. As we celebrate this great leap of faith, let us remember what a small gesture can do in somebody else's life. People do notice and appreciate the kindness of strangers. Although everybody isn't made for community service, giving back in smaller, big ways will shape your perspective of the world around you. I challenge you all from this day forward to discover what acts of giving back makes you feel whole. In this discovery, we learn so much more about the people around us than we will about ourselves. To give back isn't always easy, but I can guarantee you that it will be worth it. As we graduate on this day together, I am able to say with confidence that there is hope for a positive change in our world. My classmates sitting here today exemplify what it means to reflect a loving community. The way each of their hearts give back in some way or another has created a rippling effect for them to follow for all of the days of their lives. Our faculty and staff have set this example so that we may live out this foundation, and that is just what we will continue to do. For us, it is never goodbye, but simply a warm hello to a new chapter of growth.
If you were to look back at yourself 4 years ago, what would you see? For me, and like most of my class, we'd see somebody completely different. 4 years ago, we probably had all different appearances, goals, and interests that we might laugh at today. Whether you enjoyed your time in high school or not, you can't say you haven't changed at all from your experience. A lot of us have tried new sports or clubs and have made new friends that have helped shape our personalities that are still growing to this day. However, our class has had to face the new obstacles of hurricanes, losses, and other adversities. But it is through these challenges that have made our class stronger. All of us had those days where we wanted to be anywhere else but school, whether we did not want to go to school because we were dealing with something personal in our lives or we were just too fatigued. But we went to school anyway because we were all determined and had a goal, to graduate. You can see our class determination with our recent success and things like winning the St. Augustine football game for the first time and winning our school skit night. None of these successes came easy, and none of them came without growth after initial failures. But that's what made those victories 100 times better. Hopefully we can remember these challenges when in the future we hit a bump in the road and feel like giving up. Our class growth can be proudly illustrated with the multiple district championships our class has been a part of and the multiple athletes in the class of 2019 who have broke records. Outside of athletics and school, we have given back to the community with multiple club beach cleanups and IV cash service projects that have included canned food and toy drives. When I look at the class of 2019 at Pedro Menendez High School, I see a group of students who have grown a lot since we first came in as freshmen. I see a group of students who have grown to speak on their opinions if they feel something is unfair or wrong. I see students who pushed all distractions aside, whether they liked school or not, and ensured they were able to get their diploma today. But most importantly, I see students that have grown to learn they have dreams and goals they will begin or continue to chase after high school officially ends today, regardless of what anyone has to say about how hard it will be to achieve these dreams and goals. Fortunately enough, I know our class is capable of doing whatever they set their mind to. We shouldn't forget that life isn't going to be easy. If there's one important thing we should take from high school, it is how to bounce back after being overwhelmed. Along the way, though, we should make sure that we stop and embrace the support we have from our family and friends and understand life is more than just our future careers and salaries, and that every day we have is special. A quote I once saw earlier this year on the internet said, "It's easy to go fast alone, but it's better to go farther together." I hope everyone in this class continues growing, learning, and finding purpose as we start our huge jump in our next journey today, together. Go Falcons!
Parents and guests, I'll just tell you right now, I'm off script. It doesn't get any better than Alana, Katie Ann, Alexis, and George. Another round of applause for them. They truly do represent what's best within this class. Absolutely fantastic class. I would like to call attention to a graduation tradition we have here at Menendez. As a school and as a district, we strive to model and practice the 6 pillars of character counts. Tonight, I want to call attention to outstanding character traits and acts of service we have witnessed from the class of 2019. Over the last 4 years, time and again, this class has demonstrated citizenship, responsibility, fairness, caring, trustworthiness, and respect. It is my honor tonight to share with you the outstanding acts of integrity and service I have observed in the class of 2019 over the last 4 years. As a class, you have donated thousands of hours of service to our community. As a class, you have more than $9 million in scholarship awards, and I'll say that one more time, $9 million in scholarship awards. You have dedicated yourselves to feeding and clothing the less fortunate. You have donated hundreds of pints of blood, life-saving blood. You have led Falcon Fridays, allowing hundreds, that's not an exaggeration, hundreds of elementary school students to experience there's nothing more important than being nice and being of service to our community. You have held multiple cultural fairs celebrating our diversity and teaching us to love and respect our differences. You have dedicated countless weeknights and weekends to tutoring and supporting your fellow student athletes and artists. You have united in times of tragedy and celebrated in times of victory. You are a best buddy and a Victory Day leader. It took all of you united as a team to accomplish so much. Tonight, I've asked these 6 outstanding seniors to represent Character Count's legacy of the class of 2019. Your personal commitment to hard work, serving others, and being caring, trustworthy citizens is beyond stellar. Chosen to represent citizenship, Ms. Anjali Patel. Responsibility, Ms. Marissa Flowers. Fairness, Mr. John James Melton III, J-Mel. Caring, Ms. Casey Rott. Trustworthiness, Mr. Thomas Varick. And respect, Ms. Victoria Parson. On behalf of everyone, all the teachers and staff here, I want to thank these Character Counts honorees and the entire class of 2019 for leaving us with such a rich, and I want to say that a bunch of times, rich legacy of service and a reminder that true learning isn't just what we take in, it's what we contribute. Go Falcons! Thank you, parents, and I know I've said thank you, and I'm going to probably say it 100 more times. Thank you, parents, for tonight sending us such a great group of students. Thank you, dignitaries, for supporting our school. The fabulous, and I always look to them when you see me getting a little nervous, I look to them because they're such a reassuring force within me, and I know within all the students here. The fabulous Pedro Menendez High School faculty and staff, and the stellar class of 2019 for which today's celebration is all about. Again, every year I listen to the attributes that best describes the graduating class. Class of 2019, there are a lot of positive attributes, and what I hear most, and what I hear is incredibly admirable, are tenets of patience, team, and caring. What is patience? Patience is not waiting passively. Waiting like that is laziness. But to keep going when the going is hard and slow. Class of 2019, you have the unique combination of patience and grit. It shows in your academy pursuits, your artwork, your athletics, avid and IB endeavors. Patience is bitter, but its fruit is sweet. And Alana mentioned this earlier, from athletes such as Michael Jordan to scientists such as Albert Einstein, they have stated that talent wins games, teamwork wins championships. Teamwork stirs the imagination, with imagination, and I believe this truly, imagination being the best indicator of intelligence. Sometimes class of 2019, y'all have a little bit too much imagination for my taste. You enjoy working together and realize it is much more productive than working alone. We hear that a lot from our superintendent, and that's important. There are many days I have to zigzag through the hallway during class time because the teachers have placed you in the hallway to work in groups, and your teachers realize your strong teamwork adds value to your learning experience. The attribute of caring is your strongest characteristic. Won't call the parent's name in the audience, but I'm certain he's here in the audience. But he once told me, I want my daughter to be strong and confident. And more than anything, I want her to care deeply about what she says and what she does in regards to its impact upon others. This sticks with me, and this defines the class of 2019. The adults in our community, we admire you, and you are absolutely fantastic, and you have our respect and admiration. I want to personally thank you, class of 2019, for 4 fantastic years. As much as any year, if not more, I have no doubt you will have a spectacular future. Congratulations, class of 2019. And this is important. Before there were computers or anything else, this is how we did it. Mr. Forson, please join me at the podium as I present the class of 2019. Mr. Forson, I certify that all members of this graduating class have completed the official requirements for graduation under the regulations of the Florida Department of Education and the policies set forth by the school board of St. Johns County.
Mr. Mignon, as Superintendent of St. Johns County School District and on behalf of the faculty and administration of Pedro Menendez High School, I certify to you that all members of this graduating class are eligible to receive diplomas in recognition of their graduation.
On behalf of the School Board of St. Johns County and by the authority of that school board, I hereby confer these diplomas from Pedro Menendez High School on each of you and congratulate you most heartily on this notable achievement. Congratulations.
And I'm a little off script. We're getting ready to do the presentation of diplomas. I heard at the very beginning there are a few air horns in the audience. I wouldn't use those because we will come from both sides. And if you've ever been to one of our graduations, if you use the air horn, you'll drown out somebody else's name. So be careful with the noisemakers. We will now have the presentation of diplomas. Audience, we ask that you hold your applause until the last graduate's name is called. Junior marshals, prepare the graduates. At this time, the first 2 rows on each side, please rise and approach the stage. Y'all be prepared to help them. How many do you want on each side? How many do you want on each side? How many on each side? Yeah, how about that? No, I mean of us. You want 1 or 2? 2. You just have how many? One of y'all gives out. Okay.
Yep. Yep.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna bring them here? Okay. Toast. Kristen Nicole Beamer.
Alexis Sierra Lee.
Bradley Benjamin Aiken.
Devin Eve Letcher.
Victoria Dawn Akers.
Dion Wanye Corzell Lewis.
Christopher John Anglin, cum laude.
Connor Michael Leibel.
Rachel Elizabeth Armstrong, cum laude.
Terry Lynn Carol Lickiak, cum laude.
Victoria Grace Armstrong, magna cum laude.
Caleb Jimmy Locklear.
Hunter Charles John Atkins.
Kenneth Lamar Logan Jr.
Alicia Marie Augustine.
Gabriella Alexa Luce.
Christopher Edward Batters.
Eric Joshua Lyon.
Jadalyn Danielle Ballard Witherspoon, cum laude.
Dennis Makaroff, cum laude.
William Joseph Bannon, magna cum laude.
Caitlin Nicole Manusi.
Marley Suzanne Banton, cum laude. Congratulations.
Samantha Ann Manusi.
Ryan Christopher Bates.
Audrey Delaney Martin, cum laude.
Corey Michelle Bell, cum laude.
Tyler Rayshawn Massey.
Andrew Michael Benson, cum laude.
Jacob Griffin Noah May.
Jayla Nicole Billiter.
Nicholas M. Mazzarella, summa cum laude.
Cameron Ty Scott Blackwell.
Georgia Grace McCraney.
Jenna Nicole Blakeney, cum laude.
Ava Grace McGraw, magna cum laude.
Hunter Cole Bowen.
Cameron Ratliff McInnes.
Dylan Carl Boschart, magna cum laude.
John J. Melton III.
Cameron Lee Boston.
Ethan Lane Merchant.
Andrew David Brim, magna cum laude.
Avery Theodore Elias Michael.
Shelby Ruth Brim, magna cum laude.
Tristan Samuel Mahalich, magna cum laude.
Caitlin Page Brobst.
Andrea Nairi Militello, cum laude.
Madison Rose Brown, magna cum laude.
Deasia Shania Mitchell.
Jace Edward Burchell.
Lauren Elizabeth Mitchell.
Abigail Grace Byers, cum laude.
Lauren Ann Monroe.
David Alexander Cabezas.
Brianna Lee Morrison.
Tyler John Kane.
Michael Cole Moxon, cum laude.
Alexander James Canora, cum laude.
Frank Natale Jr., cum laude.
Andrew Joseph Caraway.
Haley Beth Nichols, magna cum laude.
Colin James Carr.
Jessica Marie Novak, cum laude.
Emily Marie Carter.
Molly Gia Nowell, cum laude.
Jared Rogers Carter.
Austin Michael Obenland.
Luca Vittorio Cherry, magna cum laude.
Aurora Elizabeth Oliveris.
Alexis Jade Chang.
Sean Casey O'Neill.
Samuel Ryan Chabal.
Ava Janet O'Neill.
Marion Odalis Coelho, cum laude.
Kelly Ann Orr.
Bryn Lee Concha, summa cum laude.
Christian Michael Passetti.
Tori Ann Conrad.
Connor Michael Parrish, cum laude.
Brianna Lee Cook.
Victoria Jeanette Parson.
Tori Ali Crawford, cum laude.
Molly Anna Parsons, magna cum laude.
Jonathan Fleet Christ, summa cum laude.
Anjali Vipul Patel, magna cum laude.
Hazen Kathleen Croft, cum laude.
Carter George Payne.
Jessica Ada Cruz.
Kevin Daniel Pelletier.
Austin Joseph Dash.
Tyreek Clarence Penniman.
Etavia Leigh Marae Davis.
Rachel Dorothy Peterson, magna cum laude.
Max Walter Davis, cum laude.
Carly Ray Phillips.
Calvin Patrick Delaney.
Sarah Jacqueline Phillips, summa cum laude.
Adrian Delliston.
Peyton Mackenzie Pitcher, summa cum laude.
George Caleb Delvilas.
Jordan Zoe Plitt, cum laude.
Brandon Hugh Doolin.
Creek William Podritz, magna cum laude.
Joel Joseph Delgado.
Sierra Delia Polite.
Sydney Rain DiLorenzo.
Giovanni Dominic Precon.
Kayla J. Denman.
James Gabriel Radjakonis, magna cum laude.
Olivia Lynn Dickerson, cum laude.
George Clark Randolph Jr., summa cum laude.
Drake Samuel DeGula.
Faith Michaela Raven.
Wait. Aiden Garrett Duffy, magna cum laude.
Hunter Michael Raven.
Patrick Michael Dugan.
Jacob Lewis Rayner. 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . . 。 . . . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 。 . . 。 。 . . 。 . . 。 . . . . 。 . . 。 . . . . .
Jacob Lee Dumas.
Kirsten Michelle Reimers.
Richard Dong. Hi, Jory.
Charlie Brooke Riggs.
Ty Avant Edwards.
Jacob George Robbins, magna cum laude.
Ashley Nicole Ellis.
Deanna Gabriella Rothman.
Shelby Catherine Emery, magna cum laude.
Casey Jeanette Rott, magna cum laude.
Taylor Renee Engel, cum laude.
Emily Brooke Russum.
How do you say it? Joshua Emil Ennis.
Maya Lynn Ryan, magna cum laude.
Cameron Lee Fallon, magna cum laude.
Ocean Ashley Wren, cum laude.
Victoria Grace Fankhauser.
Isabella Sadowski, cum laude.
Joseph John Faustini, magna cum laude.
Alana Lee San Miguel, summa cum laude.
Skylar Ray Ferretti.
Lauren Grace Sanders.
Kaylee Jordan Fields, cum laude.
Tatum Faith Sanders.
Marissa Matos Flowers.
Malachi Gage Sanderson, magna cum laude.
Colton Jeremy Forkish, magna cum laude.
Mia Sarah Schmeeds.
Anaya Brie Foster, magna cum laude.
Evan Bryson William Scott.
Gabriel Patrick Fox, cum laude.
Tyler Jordan Sarah, cum laude.
No C. Hold on. Nicholas Noah Franzik.
Dalton Keith Shank.
Tariq Deshaun Frost.
Sullivan Riley Shilliday.
Jalen Nicole Fullerton.
Wesley Liam Sanach.
Destiny Marie Gabriel, magna cum laude.
Roshni Rose Bella Singh.
Kelvin Alberto Garcia.
Palani John Sladish.
Gregory Thomas Garrett.
Morgan Marie Smeeland.
Lee, right? Alexa Lee Gatlin, cum laude. Oh, no.
Conrad Tyler Smith, summa cum laude.
Cheyenne Taylor Genevar.
Jonathan Matthew Smith.
Grace Nicole Germain.
Letiana Kanaya Smith, magna cum laude.
You earned it. Lily Katrina Gala, cum laude.
Molly Ann Smith.
Matthew James Gill.
Danielle Celeste Smythe, cum laude.
DeMonte Levon Gilliard.
Terry Eugene Spain.
Elijah Rashid Gilliard.
Bryce Garner Spanhake, cum laude.
Colby Ray Godwin.
Enzo Alexander St. Vincent.
Corey Elise Gombert.
Brenda Louise Stansel.
Lawrence Dominique Goslin, cum laude. Oh, sorry.
Garrett Bernard Stanford.
Dennis Tyrone Graham.
Carly Ann Stavely.
Carson Thomas Griffin, cum laude.
Kylie Alexis Stebbins, cum laude.
Juliana Alexis Guerra, cum laude. Alvarez, Guerra.
Francisco Robert Stevens.
Justin Alvarez Guerra, summa cum laude.
Tegan Sawyer Stratton.
Drayvon Jamal Guillory.
Claire Nadine Stringer, cum laude.
Isis Kishora Hagen Willis.
Hannah Michelle Stewart, cum laude.
Blake Hagedorn, cum laude.
Ethan Taylor Tate.
Lauren Asher Hall.
Claire Alexis Taylor.
Sage Indigo Bliss Hallwood.
Rosemary Teresa Tehan, magna cum laude.
Lindsay Irene Hankins, magna cum laude.
Leslie Ann Terry.
Liddy Evelyn C. Hanrahan.
Hampton Tharp.
Julian Christopher Haritos.
Logan Dieter Feed.
DeMarcus Odell Harris.
Zachary Austin Thurston, cum laude.
Casey Akaya Harris.
Luke Douglas Tillow.
Joseph Anthony Hayes.
Breland Noel Marie Tipton.
Isaiah Cortez Hayward.
Daralila Devarshe Tobler.
Mantoris Charles Hayward.
Logan Joseph Totten.
Ashley Ann Head.
Samantha Diane Trainer, magna cum laude.
Petal Ariana Henkel, magna cum laude.
Colton Luke Tiger.
Hannah Hope Hodge, magna cum laude.
Corbin Scott Verville, cum laude.
Janae Rose Holsey, cum laude.
Katie Ann Vickers, cum laude.
Jenna Marie Holiday, magna cum laude.
Thomas Lee Vierick, cum laude.
Tybriana Lakaya Holloman, magna cum laude.
Kayla Nicole Walker.
Robert Jose Iglesias Jr.
Shayla Walker.
Deshaun Kieran Jackson.
Brianna Lee Walthall.
Nadia Decora Jackson, cum laude.
Holly Ann Wampler.
Austin Lee Holbrook.
Layla Renee Wegman.
Reed Eric Jansen.
Ashlyn Doris Wells McCrae.
Lee Johnson.
Robert Mark Westerman.
Tiara Micaiah Jones.
Caitlin Nicole White, magna cum laude.
Raymond Jobert Jr.
Destiny Rose Wilhelm.
Hugo Jaskowiak.
Garrison Kane Williams, cum laude.
Hunter Rye Kelly.
Jalen Antoine Williams.
Olivia Page Kent, cum laude.
Princess Tatiana Sherelle Williams.
Tawny Angel Ketchum, cum laude.
Seth Daniel Williams.
Haley Marie King, cum laude.
Tristan Devon Willis Jr.
Kendall Alice King, magna cum laude.
Quinn Gabriel Wood, summa cum laude.
Nicholas James King, cum laude.
April Cheyenne Wright.
Jake Leo Kinney.
Brianna Tashay Julia Wrighton.
Andrew Lawrence Kirschman.
Imani Lole Win, cum laude.
Colby Eugene Klipstein. Mohammed Leo.
Ida Alva Yeagley, cum laude.
Mohammed Canillo.
Sydney Elise Yeoman.
Madison Rain Landenberger.
William Derek Young, magna cum laude.
Savannah Rose Landenberger, cum laude.
Joshua Zane Stevens.
Robert Davis Lazar, David Lazar.
Sophia Elizabeth Zaharias. Charlotte Rosie Wright.
Marshals, will you stand, the class of 2019? The school board and superintendent of St. Johns County have given the responsibility for your high school education to the faculty, staff, and administration of Pedro Menendez High School. We, the faculty, staff, and administration, have fulfilled that responsibility. The class of 2019, having satisfactorily completed all the requirements of law and standards for high school graduation as prescribed by the Florida State Board of Education and the St. Johns County School Board, is hereby awarded their diplomas. Graduates, please move your tassel from right to left. Congratulations. Audience members, this is important. We ask that you remain in your seat until the whole class of 2019 has been recessed, and they're going to go back the same way they came in from the amphitheater. Junior marshals, please recess the graduates.
I fly with the stars in the skies. I am no longer trying to survive. I believe that life is a prize, but to live doesn't mean you're alive. Don't worry about me and who I fire. I get what I desire, it's my empire. And yes, I call the shots, I am the umpire. I sprinkle holy water upon the vampire. In this very moment, I'm king. In this very moment, I slay Goliath with the sling. This very moment, I bring, put it on everything, that I will retire with the ring, and I will retire with the crown. Yes, no, I'm not lucky, I'm blessed. Yes, Clap for the heavyweight champ, me. But I couldn't do it all alone. We, young money raised me. Grew up out in Paisley, Southside Jamaica, Queens, and it's crazy. Cause I'm still hood, Hollywood couldn't change me. Shout out to my haters, sorry that you couldn't faze me. Ain't being cocky, we just vindicated. Best believe that when we done this moment, we'll be syndicated. I don't know, this night just remind me of everything they deprived me of. Put your drinks up, it's a celebration every time we link up. We done did everything they could think of. Greatness is what we on the brink of. I wish that I could have this moment for life. For life. For life. 'Cause in this moment I just feel so alive. 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 I wish that I could have this moment for life. For life. For life. This is my moment, I just feel so alive. Alive. Alive.
What I tell them, ho, bow, bow, bow to me, drop down to your knees. Young money, the mafia, that's where the love sees. I'm in the Dominican, Big Papi Ortiz, doing target practice, all these groupies just aiming to please. Shout out to the CEO, 500 degrees. Shout out to the OVO, Red Wings and Fatigues. So didn't wanna be friends, how coincidental. This supposed to be our year, we ain't get the memo. A young king, pay me a gold. 40 got a bunch of weed, he ain't even roll. These niggas be dropping songs, they ain't even cold. Weezy on top of that, they ain't even home yet. Yeah, be very afraid. These other rappers getting bodied and carried away. Get me and Nicki getting married today. And now you bitches that be hating can catch a bouquet. Ooh, yeah, you a star in my eyes. You and all them white girls, party of 5. Are we drinking a little more? I can hardly decide. I can't believe we really made it, I'm partly surprised. I swear, damn, this one for the books. Man, I swear this shit is as fun as it looks. Man, I'm really trying to make it more than what it is. Cause everybody dies, but not everybody lives.
That I could have this moment